friends, and welcome back to Grits and Knits. It's Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Yes.
That's when we play this game.
Sometimes...
And you know it's time to put on my socks.
It's business time.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We only put on socks on Wednesdays? Or we only put on socks to stream?
No, we only strip down to just our socks when it's business time.
Oh, okay. Going the opposite direction. See, I'm thinking about putting things on. Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Knitting Daddy.
Hi, Greg.
Look, I mean, I feel like
face totally sucks on.
I feel like we're talking about somebody named Knitting Daddy, and then just talking about only putting on your socks. I feel like
Thank you. I'm glad it wasn't just me.
All right,
right? Yeah.
If you have not listened to
Roll for Weird.
No, Greg, what's
business
the podcast
time?
called?
I fly to the Concords.
Why is it Unraveling? The Unraveling podcast that Greg is co-host of.
Okay.
It is a very long-running thing that Greg is anti-pants. He is very against
excellent.
pants.
Good.
See?
Pants are tyranny.
Didn't even know, but there
Greg,
it is.
we are your people.
Have you considered being pro skirt, Greg?
Oh yeah, or dress.
Or dress?
Yeah.
I've heard they're very freeing for folks with bits. I assume you have.
Dan typically wears a sarong around the house, and will only put pants on if he's forced to.
Okay.
Interesting.
I am ordering a new kilt right now.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Nice. See, I am anti-formal pants, but I'm very pro-legging.
I am anti-legging personally in my personal life. I mean, people can wear all the leggings they want.
Right.
But like, I am personally anti-legging because I am gigantic, and finding leggings is a nightmare.
Thank you.
Everything just turns into crops.
Oh, see, I have the opposite problem where I buy the cropped leggings so that they end at my ankle instead of halfway down my foot.
Either
Short legs.
everything turns into crops, or it's crappily made, and everything turns into lower body sweats. And I hate it.
Or I'm a pretty tall person, right?
Yes,
So I've heard.
Confirmed.
Tell me why I can find pants that are too long for me. Too long for me.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
you're
people
what?
with insane inseams.
You're what? 5'11",
Yes.
6 foot?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know people in the SCA. I'm considered SCA tiny because I'm 5'4". People in the SCA I know personally who are between 6'5" and 6'7".
Yeah.
My brother-in-law is around 6'7".
I am 6'6", so things, and I have a 34 inseam, so leggings would be a chore. I mean, like I have to wear, I want to wear compression pants when I work out, and it's like, well, it's really like compression crops.
Yeah, not quite the same sensation.
See, I have leggies for days. I am 5'7" and have a 32-ish inseam, 32, 33.
Wow, long leg.
So, leggy.
I bought a skirt that has
I could probably donate some pants to you, but they'd be too big right around the waist. I wear a 44 waist, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, too big.
I got no butt though, so I mean that also sucks.
I might be able to fill it out with that then.
See, there you go.
Not that much.
We'll see.
That's fair.
But we should probably get into the knitting.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
let's
the
still
knits.
talk about pants that don't
the
fit any of
knitting,
us.
Pants are
Lovely
really
knitting
sort of
they're having there.
adjacent. I do have a pattern for pants that I'm going to be making for our good friend Tiana eventually when I finish up
are
some
they
other
knitted?
projects. Yes.
Are they space pants?
They are palazzo
Space pants?
Palazzo pants. All right.
Palazzo
That's
pants.
a lot of yarn.
It is. But
Using
that's
some of that stash?
Well, no, because I don't
No,
have
actually,
enough
because
of-
you just bought enough. You just bought the rest of it, didn't you?
Maybe. Shh. We won't talk about my yarn buying habits.
We don't judge.
We don't
have
judge.
that problem.
We just smirk.
We know that buying yarn is a problem for people who buy yarn.
Buying
That's how it
yarn
is.
is a completely separate hobby from knitting.
Yes.
It's true.
or crocheting, or yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is its own
Yeah.
hobby.
Yeah, see, I have this. I gotta start DMing because I got this whole other habit you guys started where I go out and go, ooh, look, some yarn.
Listen, it is not that we did it, it's that Danny did it. I am putting the blame on all my yarn buying and your yarn buying on Danny.
You know what? That's
Blame
fine.
Danny.
As long as the blame goes somewhere that isn't me.
Yes.
Gotta
For
have
you-
multiple uses for that hashtag, I guess.
I will
It's
say,
a good one.
I will say that for you and I, Ernest, you've been doing this a lot longer than the rest of us.
I inherited a lot of
Yes.
yarn, so
Oh, that helps.
My
it wasn't
friend,
good yarn, but
My friend
No.
works in a retirement home, and she just sent me a box of yarn, and I went,
See, that's what happens when you're a knitter. Is unfortunately,
you
elderly
can't take it
folks-
with you.
Exactly, they can't take it with them, and people hear that you knit, and they just give it to you. I
So
got
you're saying
6 Rubbermaids full of yarn when Jim's friend's wife's grandmother passed away.
well, it's time
I
to
know.
knit myself a pyramid.
this sounds like
Knit
Like
myself a
7
pyramid.
degrees of
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon over there.
Yes, but that's
Yeah.
the thing, is that someone who knows someone who knows someone knows that you knit, and they
It
just give you the
seems-
yarn.
It
And they
seems
think they're
that your
helping.
mom agrees with throwing you under the bus.
Oh.
Thanks,
So,
Well,
yeah.
you know.
Look, when you have a room that
Hey,
is
Danny's
pretty much
mom, think
dedicated
about who's
to
going to
yarn.
pick your retirement home.
Whoa!
Yeah, look.
Oh my god!
Probably
Danny
Danny's
is-
sister.
Danny is gonna knit Danny's
That got
mom a
spicy
retirement
fast.
home. That's what's gonna happen.
There we
Danny-
go.
You know,
Mom just has no problem throwing me under the bus right now because I've already mailed her gift to her, so she knows she's getting it. I can't hold it back.
Oh no, I've been brought down by my own hubris. I lost an embroidery needle
Oh
in
no!
my bed.
I did
Yikes.
that
need to
earlier
find that.
today.
In the bed, no less. That's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
well,
been
luckily it
using-
still has string on it, so
Oh, that
good.
helps.
I've been using my desk pad as a needle cushion for my my sewing machine needles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Danny got me into the magnet ones,
Oh yes.
so
they make life
I
a
don't
lot
lose them as
safer.
much, and I don't put them in the folds of my pants like I used to in college.
it was in the Ada cloth the whole time. So since I'm
Aw.
talking about that, I guess I could show you
Thanks, Mom. Yes, show us.
what I'm doing. I'm doing Shitpost Samplers annual mystery stitch along.
Ooh.
They've gotten 2 squares released so far, but
Ooh.
I can tell what the pattern is going to be, so I just continued rather than doing one singular
Nice.
X.
Like it.
I don't know what it says yet, but it looks like there's going to be a letter and a border.
Ooh,
I'm
I'm
excited
excited.
to see.
Cool.
Me too.
I-
And they specifically said pick obnoxious colors.
Yes.
I like it.
I am currently trying to finish corgis.
Oh, they're looking
Ah.
so
And
good.
on screen, you cannot tell, but this corgi doesn't have all of its white yet.
Oh,
I ordered more, and the post office said, "We tried to deliver this." They
you
lied.
said
Go ahead and grab
BS.
my
Because
project.
I went to go get it today during lunch because I'm like, I want to get this done so I could move on to a new project.
It was
Haha.
not meant to be.
Hubris. Again.
And they were like, "Hey, it's actually in Chagrin," and I'm like,
that's not here.
"That's not here." And they're like, "We'll deliver it to you tomorrow," and I'm like, "You bitches." Sorry, Danny's mom, but you know my language by now.
Yeah, I'm actually pleased that the post office delivered stuff ahead of time. So I
Whoa.
have it's
Shock.
it's not yarn stuff, it's dice. But
Ooh.
you
Yeah,
know what?
but-
I have them beside me, so I'm gonna show them to you guys because I'm super excited.
Yes,
I'd forgotten about this Kickstarter. So
I
it's,
love that.
Constellation dice.
Ooh, oh, I love
Oh, I
that.
saw that one come through, and I struggled.
Yeah, so I decided to get that, and that came in today. No, yesterday. And I am 100% using them tomorrow when I play Eclipse. So these are going to be
Oh,
my
yeah.
space dice for my Space Wizard. I'm very
I
excited.
feel like another thing that I can blame Danny for is Kickstarters because she sent me so many.
Mm.
Yeah. I can't deny that one.
I mean, I blame Amy for starting me on the Black Cat pin.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
People, freaking Joshua. I'm like, how are all these so good? That's not fair.
I did not get involved in that one, so I have steered clear.
You know, probably smart. I've got like 3 boxes of the things.
Jesus.
Good to know.
Yeah,
I love them. I love them very much.
This week, I've mostly been working on just kind of like relearning my sewing machine and trying to practice like hemming stitches and like and joining stitches.
Nice.
Yeah. What are you working with there?
It's
like
a
knit?
10. It's just some random fabric that was in a box. Just kind of like, can I join this together? Because I have this old Kenmore sewing machine, and
they made sewing machines. I thought they did fridges.
And just like, do I remember even how to use this thing? And just kind of like, can I join, joining fabric, just joining random fabric together and working on like, on hems and stuff like that, just to kind of like, just reacquaint myself with it.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, but I did pick up this yarn because thank you, Danny, for
I'm just gonna keep saying you're welcome.
Thank you, Danny, for this habit that I picked up. And I picked up this this
I like the
alpaca
colors.
set. Hand-dyed fingering weight alpaca yarn company, half mad.
That looks nice.
Super fine alpaca. Yeah.
Neat.
Yep. So I picked this up for my shawl, my knitting daddy shawl.
Yes.
And I'll be working on that. But this week it was kind of like working on the sewing machine because GooseCon's coming up, and I'm going to try to be Erasmus for GooseCon.
Yes.
And so I've been working on some other stuff.
Cool.
I'm just gonna be the tall goth girl. You guys will see me. I'm blonde.
We'll know who you are.
Yeah, we'll recognize you.
It's not like you don't stare at your face for hours at a time.
Danny, what are you working on?
No one's gonna know who I am.
I'm working on. I'm working on. Should I show it? I should. Okay, shh. I'm working on a thing that's supposed to already be finished, but it's a sweater.
Ooh.
But we're not going to go into details about who it's for or anything. But it is the Tin Can Knits flax pattern, except the flax pattern has garter panels down the tops of the sleeves, and I'm leaving them off on this one. And just
that's
doing
like the number one most popular sweater pattern on Ravelry, isn't it?
I think so. I've made 5 or 6 of them in different sizes and colors. And
it's very popular because of Danny.
No. Tin Can
I'm kidding.
This is part of their Simple collection. So it is patterns that are designed for newer knitters. They're simple to follow. They're very easy to follow layouts. They are sized from newborn up to like 6XL or something like that.
Shit.
So they're very size inclusive. They're very child and adult inclusive. It's great for making matchy sets. And it's free.
That makes my heart so happy as someone who always wants an oversized sweater but can't find any.
Search for Tin Can Knits. If you want a cardigan, you'll want to go with the Harvest cardigan. That is sort of the same general thing. That is the name of the cardigan.
Oh, I was like, I'm too new to do the hardest one,
No.
Danny.
Harvest with a V.
Oh, Harvest. I have that
Yes.
one because we were talking about that.
But yeah, the Harvest cardigan is great. They've got the flax. The hat that everyone talks about is the barley. And again, it's the same thing where it's got a garter panel on part of the hat just to give it some interest. So that's what I'm currently working on, but I finished some stuff and I'm very excited to show off. So these are the test knit socks that I was working on for Kino Knits.
Those turned out so cool.
Those are neat.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with them. And the pattern is now released. This is for the third quarter of the Head to Toe with Kino and Joe knit along, where you knit things from head to toe and get points and entered for prizes and stuff. And these are the Yassify.
I'm sorry, the what?
Yassify.
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent.
So that is the socks. And then two other things. I cast on another, what I'm calling podcast scarf. It is just fingering weight knit in the round until I use up the entire ball of yarn. And then I will join the... I don't know that I'm actually going to join the ends together on this one. I think what I'm going to do is probably sew the end shut and put like fringe on the bottoms. Just to have
alternatively
something a little different.
Use the fringe to close it.
Yeah. That would be even smarter, even easier.
Work smarter, not harder. That's
Smarter,
my work
not
motto.
harder. Yep. So, but this is just some Lion brand Summer Nights. It's got sparkle in it. And this is just what sits on my recording desk when I need something to do with my hands during a podcast. But then I made this thing that is so stinking cute and...
Oh my god!
Is that the TikTok frog?
Frog! The pattern is called Frog. I've seen it several places on the internet. And I love
it.
This one is named Toby.
Oh.
Because it's going to a friend of mine from another server who was kind enough to playtest a game for me. And so I'm like, I'm going to send you a frog then, because they saw it and they loved it and they named it Toby. And then I said, well, I can knit you one. And they said, yes, please. So now that I've shown off Toby, Toby is going to go find a new home with my internet friend.
Travel safely, Toby.
But he
I
is
need
so
to learn how to crochet.
Oh, and then that one is all knit, not crochet at all.
I know, but there are patterns that are crochet that I'm like,
Yes.
I want to do that.
So this is Toby is made holding 2 yarns together, a fingering weight, and a Kid Silk Haze mohair yarn. I don't know if you can see how fuzzy he is.
Yeah, he a fuzzy boy.
But I've got some like dark red fuzzy yarn, and I've got leftovers of this. So I'm going to use these colors and the dark red, and I'm going to make a poison dart frog.
I'm just thinking
So there's
that.
going to be a
That's
poison dart
amazing.
Toby. And I'm so excited. So
I feel like all your frogs need to be named Toby now.
I feel like they need like an extra nickname. They can't just all be plain old Toby. Like
Mayo
that
Toby.
will be Mayo Toby. We're never gonna get over that. That's fine. I love Mayo Sue. She's my favorite. Yeah, there'll be Poison Dart Toby, and maybe there'll be like Tropical Toby, or I don't know. Toady Toby.
You could make him a teeny weeny little Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, I could.
Okay.
I'm giving
Mark,
Danny
or
ideas.
Alternatively, Hollow could sew you one.
Even better. Someone else can do the work for me.
Who can sew you one? I'm sorry.
Hollow.
Oh, yes. My brain.
I do so.
It cut off just a little bit whenever you said it. So I was like, I don't know who you put that on.
It hollow.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'm also Utility Kilt's trying to sell me a $777 leather kilt, and I'm like, that's not happening.
That's a substantial kilt investment.
Come visit me and we'll take you to the Seattle Utilikilt flagship store.
Will it be less expensive somehow?
No.
'Cause I'm in Seattle. I feel like somehow it'll be more expensive in the store because I'm in Seattle.
But you'll
But
get
I'll
to
be
try
there.
it on in person and make sure that it fits, and you don't have to do the return and stuff.
Yes.
True.
Because I'm terrible at actually returning things that don't fit. I'll just leave them there until I find a friend that
This
will
is my
fit it.
punishment.
Yep.
Same. Before Goodwill gets it.
Yeah.
I bought a shirt that may be a little too busty for me. it has a very deep neckline, and I went, I don't think I'm comfortable enough in my body to wear this.
Oh,
That's fair.
That happens. I bought a shirt
Oh no,
like 3 months ago.
didn't show up.
Well, no, I bought it in a store and I took it home and I put it in the wash.
And then the
And I've
gremlins got it.
cycled through and I'm just, you were talking about a shirt being too busty, and this one I wanted to put it on after I washed it to see if it was going to end up shrinking or anything and being too busty, but I didn't think it was going to. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't recall seeing it again after I put it in the wash. Huh.
Gremlins.
Gremlins.
it's gone where the socks
Yeah.
are.
I absolutely love this shirt, but like I can't wear it on stream because it's off the shoulder, so it just looks like I'm naked.
I mean, when I wear my deeper tank tops, depending on where it sits,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I don't think no, sir.
Knit yourself a bolero.
There you go.
Boom.
Fair. But I never finish anything for myself, so
Well, knit someone else a bolero and then have them decide that they don't want it after all.
but if I know that's the case, I won't finish it.
Well, they won't tell you. Until
And
after.
also, have you met me? I'm very bad about like getting shit done when I'm supposed to get it done.
Mm.
You're not
This-
the only one.
Was for Mother's Day.
And now it's for Christmas.
There you go.
Yep.
Or next Mother's Day.
There you go.
Yep.
I have decided that I will never give myself a deadline on crafts again, or I'll stay up until midnight. Or actually, the last cross stitch I did, I stayed up all night to finish
Oof.
because I underestimated how long it was going to take me. I was like, oh, this should only take me, because I had started it days before. I was like, this should only take me like a few hours, and then I'm like, I finish it and I look at the clock. It goes, it's 8 a.m. and I'm like, I have to be at D&D in like 2 hours.
And that is when you inject Death Wish coffee directly into your veins.
I don't drink coffee though. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink energy drinks. I went to D&D, did our Christmas thing, and then came home and fell asleep for 3 hours before my body was like, get up. I
Oh,
was like, great.
I forgot about the other thing I'm working on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Danny.
No, it's fine. I looked over and it was sitting behind the microphone, so I didn't see it. But
He's so little.
well, it's going to be one of my magic hand warmers, and this is a pattern. The reason it's called magic hand warmers is because it looks tiny, but it magically expands to fit my whole hand.
Hmm.
And it's
I
a pattern that I
want to-
wrote, and it's available on Etsy and on Ravelry. But I'm using stuff from our featured dyer. So this is from Whimsy Stitches. And
Nice.
also a Whimsy Stitches bag.
Yeah, mine's
That
over
is
there.
a very bright bag, and I love it.
I
It's
adore
so
it.
good.
And I love
I
the handle thing
also-
too.
I'm also using Whimsy Stitch stuff. I got some of the little silicone ring stitch markers.
Ooh, I
Ooh,
love
yes.
those.
Love these little suckers because the plastic ones I feel like always are the wrong size, and they like make wibbly parts
Yep.
in your knitting, and these are bendy, so they're just like, I will do what I need to do.
Hell yeah.
This is version 2 of the greaves that I was working on last time. I ended up ripping out what I had because I
Oh.
can't read a pattern,
Oh, I hate
and
that.
thought 2 inches of negative ease meant the other way, and so I was knitting like a size too big for my little stick legs.
Gotcha.
So now I'm on the small, and it will work much better. But I'm almost to the end of where I had to make a carrot of everything I pulled out. So
Oh.
So
Yeah,
he's making a face. Do we need
I
to
have a
explain a knitting
question.
term?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No. This is the same pattern that you translated though, right? Or had translated?
no, I didn't have to translate it. I had to retype it
Okay.
because it was like a scan of a magazine page.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing is I thought you had translated that pattern
I have done that.
from Russian, and I was like, that is very impressive.
I translated a pattern from Spanish once.
Ooh,
It ain't me.
brave.
Do you
Turned
speak
out all
Russian,
right.
Edie?
I do not, but I do speak baby Spanish, like
Fair.
enough to translate a knitting pattern, and I'm doing my Duolingo German every night.
Neat. What's your streak up to with the
Let me get back to
angry,
you on that.
the angry green owl?
Angry owl. And
that
in case anyone is looking and didn't see it in the chat, Knitting Daddy did point out that Mother's Day happens every year.
well, technically,
It could be for next year's Mother's Day. And we would just,
damn.
if you go back and listen to the Unraveling podcast,
Cannot see. Oh, there it
look
is.
at
Holy
that streak.
Good
man.
job.
Nice.
Thank you. I haven't advanced very far, but
Well,
better,
you know.
that better than me.
hey, you're back into it. I've congratulated you.
I know, but now I'm out of it again because the angry owl. I don't have
See,
time.
I turned off the owl notifications.
So for the longest time, the owl left me alone because he basically sent me an email going, "I guess you don't care about your foreign language," and walked
I
away.
have also received that email
And I was like, "Cool,
in the past.
cool." And then he came back and was like, "Hey, it's been a while. Does your dumbass still know German?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do."
See, I don't even talk to the owl. That's how he gets you. I don't even talk to him. Nope.
You should see the owl's TikTok though. He's trying to get together with Dua Lipa. Because
Okay.
Duo the owl.
Right. Yeah. Huh.
All right, owl. I guess.
I still love the gif I've seen of like the owl jumping out of the van and kidnapping somebody. Just like, get in there.
Oh, man.
You're gonna learn this and you're gonna like it.
Basically.
Yeah, we were talking about that at one point when we were doing redacted reports. We were stopped for some reason, and so Dan was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna do my 5 minutes while we're waiting."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, feed the bird, have fun."
Mm-hmm.
Did you take German in college?
I did. I took a year of it,
Okay.
2 semesters.
Who did you have?
Frau Kelly.
Ah, yeah. She's great.
Yep. I miss her.
I miss her too. I had her for all 4 semesters of German that I had to take. And thank God she gave so much homework because my speaking German is terrible and I get nervous.
Yeah, we were part of her guinea pig group for the Google phone thing where you had to call in and record your answers.
Oh, she didn't use that while I was.
Oh, I guess she changed her mind.
Yeah, she probably went, that didn't work well.
One of my favorite things she ever did was she was talking about how if you have a double S, it turns into the S set, the little weird B shape thing. And so we were learning Heisen, are called.
Yeah.
And she was talking about how it has an S set in it, and you should add, when you're doing the endings, you would add an ST to it. And she says in German, if we add another S to it, it just becomes 3 S's, and that is Heist. And that's fine for Harry Potter, and that's fine for Lord Voldemort, but it's not okay for us. And all in German, and it was hysterical.
Yes.
I love that.
Love it.
She was fun.
That's certainly one way to remember.
Mm-hmm.
We used to watch a German sitcom every now and then.
Yes.
I got invested. I wish I knew what it was called so I could go and watch it.
It was so much better than Destinos, which we watched in my Spanish program in high school, which was a Spanish learning telenovela. There was a secret love child. There was a cave-in at an archaeology site. There was everything.
That sounds amazing.
The fun thing about the German one was it was also a guy that came to Germany, was learning German, and so he was speaking in German, but sometimes he would say things wrong and they'd be like, no.
Yeah.
That's
no,
great.
honey, no.
You need that person who who's you can
Who
relate
is-
to.
Who is me? the American in Germany.
I need to go back and try and find the some of the old French TV shows that I used to watch way too much. There was a game show called N'oubliez pas votre glace à dents. And the idea was people would pack a suitcase and bring it to the station and be in the audience. And you got to be a contestant when they just randomly drew your suitcase and started going through it and showing everyone everything you had in your suitcase.
Nope.
What did you win?
A trip.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
There was
that-
always a trip
there-
somewhere fun in the world.
There would be I'd have way too much fun packing things that would embarrass people. Because it's like,
Oh yeah.
I'm not easily embarrassed. You go ahead and pull that stuff out.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
Oh goodness. Well, does anyone else have any other knitting stuff to talk about?
I
No.
haven't knitted in a while.
That's okay. There's...
Yeah, I'm actually looking at those patterns that you suggested, because part of what keeps stopping me is that I know how to do a basic knit stitch.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
So looking at stuff that is like super tutorializing as it goes to actually make a thing makes it more likely that I will at least try.
Yeah, because honestly, you can only do so much with a scarf. It gets boring
Yeah.
to knit after a while. How often do you wear scarves?
Well, I mean, this
Almost
is the Bay
never.
Area.
Right, but well, I suppose.
It gets significantly colder here, and
Yeah.
at least one person in my life does not consider themselves dressed unless when they go outside, unless they have a scarf on.
you're
Okay.
never fully dressed without,
Without
a
a
scarf.
Well, I may have to get with you and ship some scarves and shawls that way, because I have just a pile that I love knitting, but I don't wear because Georgia.
Oh yeah, there's at least 3 people off the top
Yeah.
of my head that I can think of who like wearing scarves and shawls. Not counting me, because I do, but I don't do it very often.
Ooh, maybe what I'll do is before GooseCon, I will go through my pile, and the ones that I'm
Yes.
happy to part with, I will bring, because that way they don't get trusted in the mail that I don't always trust to have things arrive
That's
safely.
very fair.
Oh, and I did make a thing that I spun, but that is in the mail, so I can't show you.
Oh, has that gone out?
It has gone out. So
Yee!
I'm excited. Hopefully it'll fit.
Ooh, it might make it here before the next time I need it.
I think it might.
That's very cool. I'll show
Okay.
it off when it arrives.
Excellent.
I mean, I have small wrists, so it seems likely.
Yeah, and you'll probably... So it was a little bit long on me, but that's why there are the extra bits. I explained it all. It'll make sense to everyone else later when they see it. So, well, I guess if that is all of our knitting, we will go ahead, take a brief break, fight with my sound to make sure I don't sound like a robot,
Yep.
and then we'll come back with our D&D section. So hang on, folks. We'll be back in just a little bit.
All right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crits and Bits, where we have our group of elderly adventurers who are trying to save their town. They seem to have figured out the cause of the smoke coming from the mountain, and they've stopped it. But there's a little bit of other stuff going on along the way. Who wants to recap what happened last time?
Not it, I wasn't here.
Do we remember what happened last time?
We went down the mountain
A little bit, yeah.
with our cobalt friends.
Yes.
Oh my god, Nolitha has a friend that sits on her shoulder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Corey the Cobalt.
Corey's
Corey
hanging
the
out with
Cobalt.
Nelitha. Nelitha doesn't seem to like him, but we like him.
Nolitha doesn't like most
Yeah.
people.
That's fair. Nelitha doesn't like the people that she's working, traveling, and killing things with. So,
You know, as it goes.
We found a spooky table.
You
Oh,
did
did we get
find
to the
spooky
table?
Oh, we did find a spooky table, and we carved into it.
Then we
There-
argued. Then we talked about should we have carved into it or should we keep carving into it?
Should we put blood on it?
Should we put someone on it?
That was y'all. I don't.
Should we put someone on it? The kobolds
We also-
are off getting rabbits.
And
Yeah.
it could be any number of rabbits.
We told them
And-
one.
Look, I think if we're gonna put blood on the table, we should do it before the paladin comes back and tells us not to put blood on the table. That's all I'm saying.
You're right. I start to cut my hand.
Oh, there's also a pile of dead troll flesh.
Yeah.
that's not even a paladin blood offering thing. That's just don't cut your fucking hand.
Or at least don't
My
cut it on the
personal-
palm side.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it on like the meat side.
Nolitha doesn't give a shit.
Fucking rogues. Fucking drama queens.
I just know the paladins always get mad when you rub your blood on eldritch sigils like it's going to do something. That's all
It's
I know.
fine.
As you're
should
having
probably
this
start
discussion,
talking like Nolitha.
Chayla pops back in with a little poof, and she has
And that we should
Isolde with
always
her.
do the right thing.
Right.
Yeah, because the paladin and cleric just showed back up.
Well, Isolde, do your best to stay away from stairs.
Yep, I'll do my best. I say, looking back up the mountain.
Right. All right. Goodbye.
I was thinking we should take some of this gold and make offerings to our local religious organization.
Perhaps
I
your
don't-
local cleric.
The gold from your hole.
Oh yeah, you want some gold from my hole?
On second thought, I will just see you
I can
all
go dig it
back
out
in
real
town.
quick.
No,
Just
no,
reach
that's
back
fine,
here real
that's
quick.
fine.
No, I
And
got
she
you.
disappears.
Right, what did I miss? You all look entirely too trying to be innocent.
Nolitha is not. She's rubbing her hand on the table.
I mean, mostly that. As I point, like mostly that, really. That thing right there.
We found the table. We haven't figured out what it does or how to make it work yet.
Okay. So your first instinct was rub blood on it?
Not
Actually,
mine.
Honestly, it
Actually, the
wasn't.
first instinct was to argue about whether we should rub blood and in which way.
Yes. Also,
That tracks.
we did try and cut through the runes first. This is an afterthought as I keep rubbing my hand on the table with the blood.
I mostly I'm just mad about the bloodletting technique here because like the palm bleeds for forever.
There's various important little tendons in there. It's a bad time.
It's one of my personal pet peeves, and I've given up trying to say anything because edgelords will edge.
Nelitha,
Oh, yes.
I need you to make me a survival roll, please.
Okay. That's fine, right? Am I good at surviving? It would be not as good as some other things, but it's
Also,
fine.
I ain't about to cut myself while I'm on nitrates. That sounds bad.
22.
22. All right. You think that slicing open the palm of your hand might not have been the best plan. It kind of hurts.
That's fine.
All right.
I've had worse.
Look, slice open your palm, teeth in your ass. I mean, like it's a spectrum, you know.
I don't kink shame, but I feel like I should start.
Oh, we need to clip
Is that the
shit.
name of the episode?
It's not often that I get the funny one-liners. I'm taking it.
Yeah. Okay. So you got the very brief recap from your group.
Okay. Does this table remind me of anything? Like I walk around it, do the runes look familiar to any particular religion or type of magic?
You can roll me either a religion or an arcana, whichever one you feel is best.
Hey, I have a divine character who has proficiency in religion. Holy shit. I never do that. Wow. That's a 21.
Okay. You look at these runes and you see the ones that are scratched through. And they do seem less religious and more magical. They don't seem to be pertaining to any particular deity that you're aware of.
Okay. Okay. Huh. These runes seem like they are for some sort of magical incantation or something, a ritual of some variety. Just not sure what kind.
I think somebody's trying to crib on the on like one of the old school necromancers, but I mean, I'm sure that putting blood on it is probably the best thing we can do, right? Yeah, probably.
Short of sacrificing someone or something upon it.
Yes, you're right. Putting blood on it is the second worst thing that you could do.
Well, see, the hope is that old boy necromancer just kind of walks up in his pointy boots, and I can slap him. That's really like the goal here. It's like just one good slap. Like, what are you doing? Go home. Go back to your parents.
I am sending you guys a map in our Discord chat.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to show it
Ooh.
in our...
Oh, that's cool.
I'm the map. Ooh.
Shiny.
Wow.
Do you do this in Tabula Sono?
No, I have not had enough time to mess around with Tabula Sono to figure out, like, terrain stuff. But they do let you import maps, so I could import this theoretically into Tabula Sono, but I didn't have time to do that before we started today.
That's okay.
Instead, I have a program from Steam called Dungeon Architect.
Oh,
That is currently
Thomas
on sale.
Thomas has been working with that. That's actually what he used to build the house that we inherited and the
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Very cool. I was watching him play with it. I was just like, this is everything I have ever wanted.
And it's very intuitive, and it's on sale on Steam right now. So if you're looking for something like that, this is apparently time to get it.
Noted.
So yeah,
I'll have to see if it's compatible with Mac.
I don't recall. I did not.
So
look
many
too
things
far,
aren't.
so, yeah. But this is the area that you're in. There's the table towards the top of the map in the sort of right-hand top corner where there's all the piles of dirt. That is where Erasmus shaped Earth to cover the troll bodies that are stacked up back there. Isolde, you did notice when you arrived the stench of dead troll.
Sure.
Something that you're becoming far too familiar with.
Yeah. Did they tell me about the dead trolls that they
We did, yes.
Cool. Just making sure.
And remind me, this is in like a little bit of a depression, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mood.
Hey,
You are just on top of it tonight. I like it.
Apparently. Sorry.
Never apologize.
I like it. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna get the hee-hees like in the takes I listened to today. That was good.
Oh, that was funny. Yes, go on.
Your kobolds have not returned yet. And You're starting to fear that perhaps they did misinterpret your request as you expected they might have, and rather than bringing back 2 rabbits, they might be bringing back 2 rabbits each. But, they're not back yet. The area is covered in a lot of old dried blood. Like, everywhere. It's in the ruins. It's on the ground. There's a lot of it leading back to that area where the troll bodies were.
Are there any other kinds of, if not structures, then like cave entrances around where we are?
There don't appear to be. It looks more like you're in almost a crater. And the area where the trolls are buried is sort of up, off to the side. So they're not like in a cave. They're just...
No, I'm less concerned about that and more... Someone was using this. So how far away were they? Or are they, rather?
I would like you to roll me an investigation check. You've got magic, yes?
Yes. Divine, but
If Arcana is better, you can add your Arcana.
Nope, neither one is good. I got a 12.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I will mention that thought out loud, that it's like if whoever it was using troll bodies, they wouldn't want to have pulled them very far. I can't imagine there isn't some sort of DB, no.
We lost the DB. We're just gonna pause for a moment.
Absolutely.
We need DB to come back. That's fine. Sorry, folks. And our faces are all over the place. It's fine.
Of course they are.
It's fine. That's what happens.
I'm coming to.
But because you mentioned it, if anyone else wants to roll an investigation or Arcana check, please do.
Yeah,
may I scope out the area for pointy booted tracks?
Certainly.
Pointy booted specifically, or just boots?
I believe that the pointy boots were mentioned specifically by the kobolds, or is that something Erasmus made up?
I was talking about the wizard. All wizards have pointy boots, clearly.
This is why I'm not
okay, maybe it's an Erasmus thing.
I think it's an Erasmus thing.
The kobolds did talk a lot about what the guy was wearing.
Yeah, they did say he had pointy boots. So and I'm like, wizards wear pointy boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, fancy boots. I'm assuming they point up because he's a wizard.
DB completely lost internet.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, do we want to wait just a couple of minutes to see if she makes it back?
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Oh,
first.
Look. Someone just showed up in the waiting room.
Hey, there she is.
That is a very grumpy face.
Oh.
What happened?
No idea. Just the internet went. The internet went out.
I am Nelitha now. Can't stop me.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Get out of here with that high deception.
Oh, look at me. I'm Nelitha. I'm an elf. I do elfy things. I got bird bones to let me sneak.
Someone clip that, please.
Especially DB's reaction right next to it. Oh, I love it. I love you guys. You're the best.
Lord
of mercy.
All right. So we were looking at stuff. Owen was going to investigate for pointy footprints.
Yes. What shall he roll?
Just investigation's fine.
Okay.
And Erasmus and Nelitha, you can roll investigation or Arcana after listening to Isolt musing on the topic.
I will roll Arcana because I'm definitely better at that.
Investigation.
8.
You see some scuffles in the dirt. You can't tell if they're pointy or not, or if they're boots. They actually might be Nelith's feet. Now that you're looking, they're actually, yeah, probably Nelith's shoes or Erasmus's, maybe.
That's fair.
22 on an Arcana.
Natural 20 for 27.
For investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
So religion.
Let's
Arcana's not religion.
I'm sorry.
Arcana first. You are looking around and you're not super trained in magic, but you've got enough that you've started to recognize things, and it feels around the table. Obviously, the runes are very magical, and you're pretty sure they're necromantic. But off to the side, it feels like there's magical residue. Like something happened there over and over and over again. So sort of to the right of the table. Roll me an insight, Erasmus.
Insight. 15 on the insight. It's probably the best insight roll I've had ever.
So as you're sitting there pondering this, you're not 100% sure why there'd be just this weird magic left over beside the table. But you're looking around and you haven't seen any other way of people being nearby. And Nelitha, you are looking around. You're not seeing any hint of caves in the side of the mountain anywhere nearby. There's only that kind of barely trodden path that you guys came up. There's not a well-traveled path leading here. And as you're looking around, you see Erasmus staring at the spot beside the table. And you look at it, and it seems to be a little bit more worn than the rest of the area. And there seems to be a little bit less blood right there. Almost as if that specific space has had more foot traffic to and from it.
Can I bend down and get a closer look to see if there's anything else around that spot?
Sure. You bend down and you look, and you see the remnants of a set of footprints of pointy boots.
Can I follow them?
They look like they came from the table.
Does it look like the table can move?
You don't think so. It is a giant stone table. It is very heavy.
I wonder if the table's like a teleportation circle, or if he's been teleporting in.
Does it stay? Do the boot prints like stop where that spot is?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to check for a maybe a like a teleportation circle that's like, you know, maybe under the dirt or nearby, or not near, or like on the table, something like, or teleportation like sometimes when you cast teleportation circle, you can like, you know, key it to a place, like see if he's just doing it freehand, or if he's coming here. This is like a spot he likes to teleport to frequently.
Okay. Are you brushing aside dirt? Are you just looking on the surface? How are you?
Well, I'm gonna use detect magic, and I'm going to carefully move because I don't want to disturb his footprints. Kind of want to get a key. I kind of want to get a beat on like how big his feet are. You know, like just like how ostentatiously stupid is this wizard's shoes? I don't even know if it's their shoes. how stupid are their shoes, but also if there's a teleportation circle nearby, or or in this spot that we didn't see before.
Okay. The shoes are awfully pointy. Like, they look stupid pointy. Like, they are fancy. I'm trying to think of a way to describe it without using the phrase I want to. Nope, I can't think of a better way. I have an asshole ex who used to wear pointy shoes, and they're pointy like his shoes. Like, they're stupid.
Oh, spider killer shoes.
Is that what they're called?
When they're really, my mom always said when they're really pointy, like in the front, you can kick a spider in like a corner of a room and kill it.
Yes, they are spider killer shoes. Like, they're completely impractical, and they extend well beyond where the toe would have been. Like, they're stupid shoes.
Yeah, I pull out some parchment. I take a charcoal rubbing of this stupid shoe.
What are you doing?
It's hard to do because it is in the dirt, but you can make a sketch of it.
Sure. I just want to have a very good impression. I don't want to forget how stupid this person's shoes are, because I want to tell them about themselves when I find them.
Right.
I don't want to miss a detail about how dumb these shoes look.
You're going to read
so
them to
dumb.
filth, are you?
They're so dumb. Anyway, teleportation circle. Is it here? Is it here? As Erasmus, as he not often uses detect magic, and his eyes actually glow two different colors because he's never actually cast a spell because magic wasn't elective.
Okay, so with detect magic, it is not on the surface, but you do see it's not covered by lead, it's not covered by stone, it's covered by dirt. So you can see where there is a teleportation circle where these boot prints are. And if
pull out my shovel.
Okay.
It's a regular shovel, it's just a plain shovel.
So you go down a couple of inches of dirt, and then there is stone.
Yeah, there we go.
And if you start sort of carefully moving away the dirt, you can see the teleportation circle that has been very carefully laid. And it looks to be carved into this stone and inlaid with metal.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
What kind of metal? Is it like gold, or is it just like some iron?
You think it might be gold. It looks to be the right color to be gold.
Is fancy.
Oh, they fancy.
They fancy.
They fancy.
So you still have detect magic up. You're looking around a little bit. I'm assuming you'd like to look at the table too.
Yeah. While I got it up.
It is glowing with
blinded.
necromantic magic.
Oh man, it's so nasty. Oh. Ugh. Feels like a film on my eyeballs.
And if you
What does?
Oh, the magic on the table. Ugh. It's like, when you got those like you got those strings, those mucus strings in your eyeballs you're not supposed to pull at. But it's like
No.
It just feels like that.
I don't like it.
if
I just love our expressions.
Are you looking anywhere else?
I'm looking at the table. I'm looking at the kind of surrounding area, like the kind of the pull up. Because they did say that sometimes the wizard pulled up, away from the group, like probably because they're trying to be dramatic and mysterious. They probably love theatricality. Theater wizards, the worst kind of wizard.
Actors.
As you're looking around, that pile of bodies that you had covered in earth, there's a little bit of magic coming from them as well. A hint of necromancy.
They're not like active, are they? I go like poke the pile.
The pile doesn't move.
Y'all better not get up. I'll set this whole thing on fire.
It's relatively faint, and with that detect magic spell, you get the feeling that it's more that they were somehow involved with the magic rather than having it cast upon them. It's a very faint hint, but enough to make you suspicious.
All right, so magical sacrifice table, teleportation circle. Is this an active teleportation circle? Like, could we go be stupid and go somewhere teleportation circle? Or is this, we need our own wizard to cast teleportation on this circle?
You, with what you know of magic and teleportation circles, this one will not take you to a specific place, but if you are able to appropriately transcribe the circle, you can teleport to the specific circle with no difficulty.
All right.
So it's not like a two-way thing, but it's from anywhere you can
to here.
Come to this one.
Gotcha. All right.
Do you think this was an experimentation table and they brought this stuff here to work on the table and got rid of the pieces?
I think that this is how they made all the regeneration patches for like the dragon, and maybe how they've been making the other zombies and all the other woogity woo they've been messing with.
Woogity woo, is that a technical phrase?
Of course it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You've not heard of woogity woo?
That did not come to my corner of the world.
Woogity-wology, the study of woogity woo.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Had not heard that one.
It's it's actually comes from an old Eric Copeland phrase for the study of stupid ass wizard shit.
Oh my god.
I like it. That does sound like an Eric Cochran way of mocking the stupid. So, I wonder. You said that some of the magic is still active.
The table's very active. The circle's active. They could come here unerringly. We can't go to where they are.
Yeah.
And the bodies are still faintly active, and then they had parts missing, and the dragon definitely had a big old regenerating chunk of troll flesh on it.
True.
That makes me think that they were doing their experiments relatively recently. If the ogres still have a trace of the teleportation magic on them,
it's not teleport. It's just the table magic. Table magic. This is the table magic.
Got it.
Yeah, but wherever they live, they come here frequently enough to have laid this down.
And we can't reverse engineer it to go and find the other ones. So do we set up here and wait for them?
I mean, we could wait for them. I mean, it could be, actually, since I'm talking about them so much, I look around for a scrying sensor.
Roll me
since I have detect magic up. So,
interesting.
I was like, wait a minute, wizards. Crap. I look around for a scrying sensor.
Wizards. Fucking wizards.
So I will make an investigation check. That'll be a 17. I have to take magic up, so I'm looking for the scrying center that wizards have when they may be looking at stuff.
There is a small spot on one of the very tall rocks nearby that looks an awful lot like someone might be looking at you.
All right. So I know they see me. How I look at the table, and I look at the scrying sensor, and then I flip the scrying sensor to the bird, and I cast Shatter on the table because breaking wizard stuff makes them the most mad. I was like,
Oh wow. Okay. Um. What else does Shatter do? Is this
I mean,
going to
it
have
breaks
effects
stuff.
on anyone
It
else
just,
around you? Is it?
I mean, if I
If
say
you aim
y'all
it
better back
carefully,
up,
no.
but yeah, like it does. It's an area of effect, but it's best on crystalline and actual objects than it is on people.
Okay.
It's what, a 10-foot radius circle?
Yeah, so y'all best back up. I'm about to
100%. As soon as you say shatter, I am like double timing backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 10-foot radius. But the table seems pretty big on your map, so
Yeah, it's. I mean, you hit the middle of it, and it's going to break the table.
yeah, just like because nothing like angering a wizard by breaking this stuff. As I just look, like I can't see their face, but I widen my eyes, like I'm looking right at them, like I'm just like, do something.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh Lord.
And we've poked the hornet's nest. Cool.
I feel like we've done that a lot already. This is
As-
nothing new for us.
As you're looking at that little bit of scrying magic, it disappears.
That's never good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they mad.
Well, I mean,
they
it's-
mad.
Why?
whether it's good or not depends on the effect we wanted. We wanted him to get his R's down here, so maybe it's good.
True.
All right. So what are you doing now?
Well,
Waiting.
I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna pull out Lucky and pull out my whetstone. And I'm just gonna sit here and wait right next to the teleportation circle for friend Boot Wizard.
Okay.
Yeah, I am also drawing my sword and just sitting down casually, resting it across my knees, not far from the circle.
I'm
I'd like to-
hiding.
I have to
Yeah,
pull
I
out my
figured somebody
fancy
else is hiding,
new sword.
but I'm not good at hiding, so I just wait for Wizard Von Bad Boots.
Gonna snipe this bitch.
Yeah, I'm sitting probably about 15 feet from the teleportation circle.
Okay.
Not just me. I'm just right next to it, like, Might
I'll
break
get up
something else.
close with you.
So you are waiting at this teleportation circle. And about 5 minutes later, you hear a lot of labored breathing and little footprints as Joe, Tim, Peter, Corey, and Mayo Sue come scrabbling back down their path and into the little crater. Look! 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 We got rabbits! We got rabbits! And each of them are holding 2 rabbits by the ears.
Oh Lord. Are any of them the fuckery rabbits?
Are they dead? Is what I want to know. Or are they just holding rabbits as they wiggle?
The rabbits are live.
Oh,
We brought ones that are alive, like the crazy man did. He wanted them alive. We brought them alive. Oh, but here, this one he already took care of, so I don't know if you still want it. And
Took care of?
the one that he's holding out, you can see on its belly there is a green patch of troll skin.
Ew. Why?
Keep that away from my ass.
Okay. I
Can
wasn't gonna put it there, but do you want another one there?
No.
I'm gonna take the fleshy bunny.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Don't know.
Okay.
the modified bunny, perhaps?
Yes.
There we go.
The fleshy one. Can I look at the patch?
Yes, it is a bit challenging. Roll me an animal handling.
Oh Lord, I bet I'm terrible at that. All right.
I'm gonna name this rabbit Biggie. It has a fleshy waist.
Nat 20.
All right, you are able to take this rabbit away from Corey without having it run off, without getting scratched by it, without getting bitten by it.
Good, good.
And you sort of hold it by the ears and the rear legs and belly up so you can look at it. It looks like there was a piece of skin trimmed from the rabbit's belly and replaced with this. And you can see the scars around the edges. It looks not particularly recent. It seems to have healed. There are no signs of stitches anymore. The flesh is just joined with the rabbit's flesh.
Cover your ears, Beef.
Sorry,
I'm
Beef.
not going to kill the rabbit yet.
Rabbit modification might be a thing for him. You don't know.
That's true. That's true. How does this rabbit look?
Other than the weird patch on its belly, it looks fine. It doesn't
Aside
have
from that,
crazy
Mrs. Lincoln.
eyes. I mean, it looks like a rabbit that just has this weird patch on its belly.
All right. I don't want to let it go, though. I'm gonna... Corey, can you hold on to this one?
Okay. How long?
Until I tell you not to.
Oh, okay. Just, hold it by its ears?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You want the other one, too?
No. That one isn't modified, right?
No, it's a normal bunny.
You can let it go.
Okay. And he drops it, and it scarpers off real fast.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's heavy.
Well, can you handle it or not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe do you have a rope? I could put it on a leash.
Gosh. It might bite the rope.
Well, it might bite me. It's fine. I'll bop it on the nose.
Don't.
Yes, pop it on the nose.
Yeah, I will tie up the rabbit.
Okay.
I have 50 feet of rope.
I'm still keeping an eye on the teleportation circle while all of this fuckery is going down. I don't like that slowly spreading smile, Danny.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to go back to hiding, Danny, after I tie up this rope.
All
Tie
right.
up this rabbit, not the rope.
Well,
Rabbit
you
with the
know,
rope.
The other kobolds are still holding bunnies. You want the other guys to do something with their bunnies?
why were they collecting bunnies?
I
I think
I
it was for dinner.
I ain't that
Yeah.
one at least.
Well, if the other ones are unchanged, we can eat them.
Okay. You want us to kill them and get them ready to cook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Four total.
4 total.
4 total. Okay. 1. Okay. Everyone else, drop 1 bunny. Yeah. Everyone drop 1 bunny. And they all listen. And now there are 4 bunnies being held and 1 tied up in rope.
Excellent.
And the kobolds head off, just off to a corner. And
I'm gonna keep the bunny with the infection part because
oh yes,
if they
they're not taking that one.
Okay, good. Because
Yeah,
I was
it's
worried
tied
that
up.
they were gonna go nom nom on that one.
No, they've got regular bunnies. They
Okay.
they take the rabbits off and prepare them for dinner.
Sorry,
I think it's
Beef.
2 for us, 2 for the rest of them.
Do you guys want to start a fire?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, just get them dressed to cook. Don't put clothes on them.
Well, yeah. You don't put clothes on rabbits.
Okay, just checking.
Wait, you
There-
could? Why would you put
there-
clothes on rabbits?
There are small children where I came from who would disagree with you, but let's just make them for eating, not for small children's play partners.
Okay, yeah. We'll get it ready. And
Go
so
back
they
to
prepare 4 rabbits for dinner, and you continue to stare at this teleportation circle. And nothing is happening.
Are you sure you did the thing, Raz?
I mean, this is just a piss off tactic. They could just be, like charge some fireball somewhere or anything. But honestly, this is probably the best scenario. They were watching us the whole time. I mean, they were looking at us. They were so I mean, they don't get to have this stuff at the very least.
It is getting later into the evening. The sun is starting to set. And still, nothing is happening at the teleportation circle.
Well, I guess time to be rude and put the fortress directly on top of the teleportation circle so they can't even use it while we're sleeping.
Would that work?
I don't know.
Only one way to find out.
Okay.
I'm down.
What is the thing made out of? The tower made out of? Is it metal?
I think so.
I don't know.
It's
I'm
a
double
fortress,
check.
right?
I'm double checking it.
Yes, it is a square tower, 20 feet on one side, 20 feet per side, and 30 feet high. And it is at least it comes from a metal cube. Yes, the tower is made of adamantine.
I would like everyone to roll me. What do I want? Roll me an Arcana check. Everyone.
Sure. 9.
This is going in dice jail.
Oh.
5. I don't know nothing about no magic.
17.
Let's see here. 18.
Okay. Erasmus, you are pretty sure that a thick layer of adamantine sitting atop the teleportation circle will probably prevent someone from teleporting. You think. Because thick layers of metal generally are able to block magic. If nothing else, it'll make it a lot more difficult. Uncomfortable.
Is 20 feet per side big enough to cover the entirety of the circle?
Yes. Just, but...
Well, if we really want to piss him off and keep him from showing up while we're sleeping, I think that's an excellent idea.
He has another one somewhere else.
They're expensive to make.
I feel like also turning, things into troll monsters is also expensive.
That depends, honestly. Especially when there's a lot of, and I look over at the table, DIY.
DIY can be very expensive, though.
You're not wrong.
You can
Very
make
true.
this thing that you could have bought for $15 with just $80 of craft supplies.
Welcome
And
to my
thir-
life.
and 30
so-
hours of working.
And blood and tears.
But then it's yours, damn it.
And a whole bunch of cursing.
That is very true. All right. Well, the kobolds come back and are sort of looking at you hungrily. Can we make a fire now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna do it? Or do we get to play
Sure.
with fire?
No.
Oh.
I saw your eyes light up. Absolutely not.
You remind me entirely too much of my grandchildren when they discovered matches.
How many grandkids do you have?
A few.
Oh,
Okay.
Shit. Trying to get
Fine,
to know
keep your
somebody.
secrets.
Is now the time to talk about my grandchildren when we're
Sure.
sitting on top of a
Yes.
teleport?
What else are we supposed to talk about?
I have 4.
Oh.
How many kids do you have?
1.
Oh,
Yeah, so they keep busy.
apparently.
How old are the Wayans?
Oh, goodness. The youngest one just turned 10.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I thought we were talking about littles.
So, I was around when they were littles. We were all in the same general area, and well, when Nanny Isolde has to take away the matches, they get taken away with extreme prejudice.
What made you move away from them?
You
Uh,
don't have to say if you,
You
don't want
don't.
to.
No.
My wife passed away a few months ago.
Oh, Isolde.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well. And they decided that it was better for me to probably be around other people my age. They weren't quite sure what to do with me. So here I am, around other people my age, relatively.
Well, some of us, and then there's Nelitha.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Relatively.
I am of your age.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
What do you mean by that?
It ain't
You're
the
like,
years,
what,
it's the miles.
400?
Oh, God. Just because I live longer doesn't mean I am not of your age.
You're of the same stage of life.
Yes.
There it is.
So you managed to get a fire going. The kobolds are quite excited to cook rabbits for you and show off their talents. Everyone roll me a constitution check, please.
What?
Yeah.
A constitution check?
Yeah, I
or
knew
a
it
Not
was
good
saving
coming.
at
throw?
cooking
Just
food.
check. Just check.
Checkers. Okay.
Just check.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20, 22.
Hell yeah.
7. My dice hate me.
Yeah, apparently.
16.
They want me to have food poisoning.
9.
Okay. So
There's 2.
Isolde and Nelitha. Everyone seems to have. So they did 4 rabbits, 2 for the 4 of you to share, and 2 for the 5 of them to share. Isolde and Nelitha end up sharing the same rabbit, and it's actually pretty tasty. You're not sure where they found the spices, and you're not going to ask.
Yeah, probably not.
Erasmus and Owen, you share the other rabbit, and you're pretty sure that the spices that were used on your rabbit was really just floor dirt.
Yikes.
That's
This is awfully gritty.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about. This is actually pretty good.
Yeah, they did an excellent job with it.
Oh.
Is-
I'm sorry,
is that
you do not like our
grass?
food?
oh no, it's fine. It's just
Yeah,
still,
you gotta get your greens.
Yeah, yep, gotta get my grain, my fiber. Yep.
Yeah, it's important. Keeps you
Yep,
regular.
fiber is super
minerals.
important. You know, just sometimes you get too much fiber, you get the bubble guts,
Oh,
and
sorry.
Mm.
Too much fiber?
We'll find out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
no, that's fine.
Okay, next
Oh,
time
it's-
I let Mayosu cook all of them.
I don't know about that, but yes.
Mayosu has been well marinated in at least some kind of sauce.
Face.
Mm,
Oh gosh. Okay.
mm.
Are you doing?
Am
watches?
I wrong?
I mean,
are
you.
not
I
at
mean,
all.
look. Sometimes you can be right and say the wrong thing. So that's all right.
Yes, I've Holly used to tell me that actually fairly frequently. We should probably keep watches.
Mhm.
nice.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep watching on my gut. Mm-hmm.
Do you want first watch, second watch?
Yeah, I'll take that first watch.
All right.
Yeah, Erasmus, sits on first watch. Just kind of gently tapping his belly.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Mm. Mm. 14.
Okay.
Mm.
And also roll me one more constitution check.
Oh Lord.
Oh no.
Oh, Lightbringer, here it comes. Gonna go into the light. That's a 6.
Okay. Well,
You know, I'm using the Indomitable. I ain't going out like this.
That would be such an
Eliza
ignominious way
Rasmus.
to go.
Hey, Eliza Rasmus, he shit himself to death.
I ain't going out like this. I'm Indomitable.
You said exactly what was in my head, E.
I mean, that ain't much better. That's a 10.
okay. You've got some heartburn, but it's feeling better. It's not as bad as it had been earlier.
Oof.
You're
Do
starting.
you want me to do one too?
Are you? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this for this first chunk of the night.
Oh, it's cocked. Oh, jeez.
It's running away.
Natural 20.
Yay!
All right.
So Owen is feeling okay. It has worked its way through. It wasn't the best feeling of the evening, but you're doing okay now.
Yeah. Erasmus isn't really like, he's like just kind of tapping his gut some more, and then he remembers a memory of having a dog that would eat like grass when their stomach was upset, and he's like,
Oh no.
it's like, you know what? Good for him, good for me. So I just stuff a fistful of grass in my mouth. Just,
Oh Lord.
You know,
mm.
it doesn't make you feel better, but it doesn't make you feel worse. So you're still not feeling great, but everything's staying down and staying in, which I guess is okay. You don't notice anything particularly interesting. The rabbit that Nelitha tied up is still tied up. It's still squirming. It doesn't like being tied up. It doesn't seem to go to sleep at all during your watch.
Don't like that.
But other than that, nothing of much interest happens. Who's got second watch?
Nelitha.
Yeah, I only need 4 hours of sleep, so I'll take the rest.
I was going to say, let me take second watch so that you can get your 4 hours of rest, and then I'll give you the rest.
Okay.
So I'll take second, then wake you for third.
Sounds good.
All right, so Isolt, go ahead and roll me a perception.
14.
Okay. Okay. Your watch is also quite normal. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary in terms of things coming around. There seems to be no activity underfoot. And again, you notice that the rabbit is squirming and not sleeping.
Interesting. I'll keep half an eye on that and then like survey the rest of the area while my watch is going on.
Okay.
And then go and wake Nelitha.
And Nelitha, if I could have a perception roll from you, please.
Perception. That is an 18.
Okay.
I thought that was a nat 1, and I was like, no.
Oh. So you also notice that rabbit stays awake.
I hate that rabbit.
And you do hear a couple of other rabbits outside.
Keeping an eye on them from the tower.
They seem to come up towards the tower, sniff around, and then hop away.
Little shits.
And that is it. There's nothing else of interest that happens that night. Morning comes, and the sun rises. The kobolds start to poke at the still vaguely glowing embers of the fire and try to bring it back to life. And 3 of them disappear into the woods. You're not entirely sure why, but it would make sense that they're probably looking for something for breakfast. So what do you guys do?
Owen, how you feeling?
Better than I did right after dinner.
Yeah, I was just, I don't know. Just thinking about what his soul said last night, and don't go anywhere, all right?
Yeah. Got you, buddy.
One moment, please. I'm just going to fix my audio here. How about this? How about that?
Much better.
Better.
Much better.
Yeah.
Right. I am
All right,
starting
Owen.
my recording again. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Owen holds his fist out for a fist bump. Shield
Yeah.
bros.
Yeah.
So, what is our plan now?
Pick up the fortress and give the old stabby stab to whatever pops out of the circle.
If anything pops out?
Fair.
Well, I suppose it is a question. Are we going to stay around here for a little while and keep an eye on the circle to see if anything comes through? Or this doesn't seem like something we can just leave.
No. Is there a way to disrupt the circle?
We can break it.
I mean,
I
that
mean,
might be
Someone knows Shatter.
that's true. We could break it. At least that would be something that we don't have to worry about.
Well, it would only stop these experiments here, which I think disrupting the table did well enough.
Yeah, and he knows who did it, so he's gonna come to our lovely, quiet retirement village and then start experimenting on our fellow senior citizens, and that's no bueno, as the gnomes say.
Better, I suppose, to deal with it outside of our cozy little retirement community.
All right. And then I guess we're camping here.
Guess so.
I think we should. I don't want to say sacrifice, but I'm going to anyway. I think we should sacrifice a rabbit on the circle. Perhaps blood makes it do stuff.
We still have the creepy one.
Does that one bleed?
I don't know. Didn't try yet.
The other ones you shot didn't.
Didn't the dragon bleed? I don't remember.
I was too busy with the the mezzalot.
That's fair.
What is everyone's passive perception?
26.
Abysmal.
17. Nice.
Hey, twins.
How
thinking?
abysmal is abysmal, Erasmus?
Let's see here. It's 14.
14. Okay. Nelitha,
Oh God.
as you turn to look to see where the kobolds are to send them for more rabbits, you see a plume of smoke in the distance.
Like back up the mountain at the distance? Okay.
No.
Back at the village.
No. Oh fuck. I start taking off.
Oh, that
I've
son of a
fallen.
bitch.
Yeah, I would have grabbed mine as well. I'd be like, oh, good, Owen's got it.
Okay. Owen, you have summoned Shayla?
What's happening? Do we need to get back?
I don't know. I just woke up. Are you injured?
I'll point
Not yet, but
where Nelitha's running toward.
Oh, hell.
Probably.
I can only take one of you at a time.
Make a few trips. I think the village needs us.
I'll go.
All right.
Oh.
So she grabs Owen and pops back. Owen, the two of you return to the bar, the tavern, the Knitting Guild. It's quiet. It is early. So there is no one there except Astrid at the bar, who looks at you and Shayla and just sort of grunts a little. And he doesn't say anything else. But you are now inside the Golden Frog with Shayla.
I run for the door and pop outside and see what's happening.
As you do that, Shayla returns to the mountainside. Sorry, I'm gonna make sure I have notes of who's going where.
While she was gone, I would have yelled after Nelitha, it'll be faster if we let the cleric Bamfus get back here.
I run back.
Who's next?
Me.
Yes.
All right, she grabs you and bamps you into the Golden Frog.
I don't
You
even say anything. Go
You
ahead.
see Owen, who has now made it to the door. Outside, Owen, everything seems calm. It's quiet.
Can I?
And out ahead of you, if we look at the town square, did I have a map for... I don't believe I shared the map with the world, but I shared it with you guys. Looking towards the river. I don't remember which building was the... Looking towards the river, towards the center of town, there is smoke, but you don't see a specific source. You're going to have to go into the town square to really make out what's going on. As the two of you, Nelitha, you head after Owen, and the two of you head out towards the town square. Shayla comes back. Who's going third?
Rasmus, go ahead.
Okay, so she'll grab Erasmus and then come back for assault.
We literally left the kobolds.
I was going to say, like, while I'm there, I'm going to tell the kobolds there's something going on back in the village that we live in. We will try to come back here, but keep yourselves hidden.
Oh,
Or
okay.
we
stay here, or do you want us to go to the town? We can go to the town. We know there are lockers for us.
If you go to the town, stay on the outskirts until one of us comes for you. We don't want anyone to have a panic.
Okay, we will see you in the town or on the path. We'll stay on the path, and then you can come back and meet us.
All right, be safe.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So Nelitha and Owen, the two of you are running together. You get there first, and there is a pot. It looks very much like a witch's cauldron, sort of large metal pot, just in the center of the town square. Normally there would be vendors and stuff set up, but it's very early in the morning. There are some people around because you're in a retirement community, and there are a lot of folks who tend to get up early and just start their days early. And they're starting to gather around and look at this very large pot that has just plumes of smoke coming up out of it.
Stay back from the pot, please.
Oh, okay. And you recognize a couple of faces. You recognize your your friendly fire genasi, Tamilia.
Ah, yes.
Just looking at you and looking at the pot. Did you bring this down from the mountain?
No.
Didn't you go up there to stop the smoke? Why is there smoke here now?
We're trying to figure that out.
No.
It might be a bad guy.
Maybe everybody go back to their houses. We'll get this figured out.
Yeah, I'm not going home. I'm going to go to the Golden Frog.
Okay, go inside a building. That's fine. Fuck.
She glares at you, flips you off.
I glare back. Little shit.
But people do sort of start to disperse. And Erasmus and Isolt, you're able to make it outside to this cauldron in the center of the town square.
I'm going to approach cautiously to where Owen and Nelitha are, kind of fanning out around the cauldron at this point.
Yeah, I'm moving slowly towards it.
Very slowly.
You all notice that there's no odor to this smoke. It doesn't smell like something burning. It doesn't smell at all.
Well, that seems wrong.
Yes.
Are you getting any closer?
Yes, I am moving closer.
Yeah.
How close are you getting?
I'm getting to it.
Are you going to touch it?
With my dagger, yes.
Your dagger passes through it, and a moment later, it dissolves.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
The dagger or the cauldron?
The cauldron and the smoke
We've
are gone.
Been
Bamboozled.
And that's where we're
Hate
going to
being
end
bamboozled.
today.
No!
God damn it.
But we know, Chayla knows the kobolds. We can poof back up to them, hopefully.
Yeah.
I think it's key to the runestone.
Oh, we killed my babies.
No.
Well,
They might not be dead.
they're planning to come into town. Or to the edge of town.
I almost said, one of you stay.
All right.
Damn.
Well,
I hate when the wizard casts Bamboozle.
Okay.
That's a strong
Erasmus,
contender. That's a strong contender for episode title.
I think that Erasmus is so mad. I'm about to do something really, like, next game, really
Erasmus-y.
unwise. I mean, even more
Erasmus-y.
Erasmus, like a double Erasmus.
Ooh,
Oh no, he's gone full raz.
Full
you never go
res!
full raz.
Well, we will see you all back for the full Raz in 2 weeks' time.
Yep.
Thank you all for tuning in. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.